How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to be making a computer shelf for the desk so we can make it stand up and down without wires going everywhere. Um, this is going to be the only video of me live talking, so the rest will be a voiceover. But essentially, the goal of the project was to create a stand for my computer that allows the desk to go up and down without pulling cables or have to route one of those little stupid cable snakes. So, yeah, and this will be the video. Enjoy.
Welcome everyone to our favorite program called SolidWorks. SolidWorks is the best, and you can see a nice model of the desk stand we're going to be making. We'll rotate it around a little bit so you can see there will be some holes drilled into it to mount it to the top of the desk. I just was too lazy to add them to this video, so you'll see them later. Anyways, here's the desk right here. You can see the top desk surface up on above the computer, which in this model is literally just a rectangle, which is also pretty cool. We got the table legs, we got everything in there, the whole 9 yards. So this is gonna be how it works. It's gonna just sit there, mount the computer to the desk, so the desk can go up and down freely without having any of the cables be pulled, since all the cables are also attached to the desk. So this will be nice. You can see the computer can just slide right in there, has good clearance. We will have a magnet that will press up against the leg. This will allow the weight of the computer to kind of lean on that leg without deforming the steel too much. We do see later on that that didn't work perfectly, so we'll tackle that as we go. So here's what the desk looks like without the stand for reference, and throughout the video you'll see what it looks like with the stand. So see you guys later. Here's my buddy Cole testing out the plasma cutter to do some test welds with this little piece of steel. You see him fire this thing up, and he gets tagged by a spark right here, and it freaks him out a bit, which is pretty funny. After he got hit with that spark, freaked himself out a bit, he was absolutely crushing it. You see him fire it up right here, and he's going to town on this thing. But nobody that I've seen is better than using a plasma cutter than this kid. He's beast. Metal falls to the ground here, and you can tell he's proud. He's proud. Here we got Cole practicing welding, and he decided to use the non-auto tinting visor. So enjoy this clip of him realizing you cannot see when that thing goes down. All right, jokes aside, once he got the hood down, he was off on a roll, crushing it. I'll let you listen to some satisfying welding noises. So here we go, getting this thing all tacked up. We use some little magnets to keep it square while we're doing this. And when you're welding with this really thin material, you just got to make sure that you're not putting too much heat in the metal. You'll end up having it warp on you, which is not good. So here's a couple tack welds going down, and here we'll show you them in just a sec. And by a sec, I mean right now. Bam! All tacked up and ready to go. Let's do some real welding. All right. Hope you enjoyed that little video editing thing that I did. At this point, we threw a couple coats of paint on it and drilled a few holes. And these holes are just to mount the stand onto the desk. And yeah, at this point, we took it home and we're getting ready for the install. So let's go. All right. So this is the stand mounted onto the bottom of the desk. We used some wood lag bolts there, and we kind of discovered an issue of when you set the computer onto the stand, even with that little magnet down there to hold it, we have a significant difference in the um, distance between the computer and the stand. So that's not good. And this was kind of expected, but we didn't know how bad it was going to be. So we ended up deciding to drill some more holes for some little all thread and fix it ourselves. So here's me playing with the drill and drilling the holes for the all thread to go through. But essentially, what this will do is it'll give the stand an opportunity to kind of pull itself together using some wing nuts and everything. So these holes are just going to be where the all thread goes through, and the wing nuts will pull the bottom corner up towards the top corner to get it straight. So in order to get it straight, we got to have some little spacers to let the all thread grab onto something. So here's me doing stupid things with a drill to make this work, even though there's better tools for the job. We got to drill these things at an angle, so you got to do what you got to do. We drill the holes out, and that's it. So now we got these holes drilled out to 45 degrees. We can put the all thread through, and then there'll be a wing nut on the other side of the thread. You can see me struggling a little bit with how long it is. We did cut it down, so we'll get to that in a second. But we also got to 3D print some little angled spacers for us, because without those, the wing nuts will not work. We'll take that over to SolidWorks, draw it out, and then we'll use a 3D printer to print it. Before I design something on SolidWorks, I like to do little drawings. So here's my stupid little drawing that it's really simple. Back into SolidWorks, the program we all know and love. We're going to design this thing up, and having this as a scale in your toolbox is pretty awesome, especially if you have the opportunity to buy a 3D printer, because instead of counting on somebody else to make the things you need, you can just make them yourself. You can see here a part like this is super simple, very easy to make, and even easier to print. I learned this in college, but you don't have to go to college to learn this by any means. I strongly recommend picking it up and trying it out for yourself. Enjoy another time lapse of the 3D printer. I tried a different one in this video than the disc golf disc video, and I think it turned out a little better. You can see the part coming up, and it's doing a good job printing it real quick, and this is going to do very nicely down there on the desk. So let's just watch this for a sec, and we'll keep it going. Now let's aggressively grab this part, and then we'll go cut some all thread to size for the desk. So after I printed everything, I went to Ace Hardware, and I decided that I'm going to get a chop saw, hacksaw, I don't know what that thing's called, but to cut the all thread. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a great idea. This is going to be so easy. Oh my God. I've never struggled so much cutting something so thin. It's so easy. Made me just want to go back and buy a $200 angle grinder so I could pipe that thing out real quick. But I did not. Instead, I struggled with this stupid all thread for a solid 3 or 4 minutes. Eventually, I said, screw it. I'm snapping this thing in half. And you can see me doing that right here. I just popped it off and said, good job. So after we cut the all thread, we went back to the stand, and we decided to put that thing in there. Check the fitment of the all thread, and you can see me put it in here, and it's doing a good job. And we cut it to length just so that there's not too much poking out, but there's enough to adjust later if we want to. So we say, okay, let's throw these 3D printed parts on, and it slid right through the hole because I'm an idiot. But then I got smarter this time and did it again. This time I put the wing nut on first so it has something to hold on to. Oh, you're an engineer. You're so smart. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm kind of stupid sometimes. But anyways, we get the job done. So here we go. We got both wing nuts on there. We're gonna go in. We're gonna twist this thing, and you can see and watch that the computer slowly starts shifting right. And as I'm watching this, I can see the wing nut on the right-hand side is just spinning out. So it's not really moving as much as you want, but it starts moving and it starts getting better. So here we go. And ideally, you would have just welded this so it doesn't do this, but we didn't do that. I'm not going to call myself stupid again. You already got that one. So we go through and we grab our calipers, and we're going to kind of compare the difference between last time. And you can see me measuring here, just shy of 11 millimeters, and we'll go down to the bottom and we'll do it again. And we get, drum roll please, just shy of 11 millimeters. So that is amazing. And there we go, project done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It was pretty fun for me. Got to practice some new things and use some new skills like welding, and got to hang out with my buddies and my girlfriend. She did a good job grinding those corners down and everything. So that was pretty awesome. Desk goes up and down, no cable snake needed, no snags, nothing. It's going to be pretty sweet, and I'm excited for it. I'm going to show a little video of the final product here, and hope you enjoy.